My son had just turned 7 months old when my wife and my brother died together in a lover's suicide. They leaped from a high mountain. Their bodies never recovered. Just as I was reeling in shock, several lines of text suddenly floated before my eyes. This Ethan is really pitiful. Sophia and Liam faked their deaths, but he has to raise the baby and take care of both sets of parents all alone. He ended up dying from exhaustion before he even turned 35. His son is an ungrateful wretch too. He acknowledged Liam as his father and didn't even visit Ethan's grave on the anniversary of his death. Weeds have grown all over Ethan's tombstone. And he doesn't know. The child he worked himself to death raising for 7 years isn't even his biological son. Sophia is so rich, but Ethan didn't inherit a single penny. Those two bastards, Sophia's parents, took everything. They even pretended to be paralyzed and made Ethan serve them hand and foot, treating him like he wasn't even human. Seeing all this, my tears stopped flowing instantly, like a dam had been shut. The floating messages continued. Next up will be Ethan working alone to raise the baby while serving two disabled elderly people. It's going to be a tragic storyline. God, I can't bear to watch this. After Ethan dies, Sophia and Liam will come back. Sophia's parents won't be paralyzed anymore. Ethan's parents won't resent him anymore, and the whole big happy family will start their beautiful life of raising the baby and making money. My mother suddenly shoved me hard. This is all your fault. If you divorced Sophia earlier and let Liam have her, they wouldn't have died. My father slapped me across the face. You're a walking disaster. Your brother was cursed to death by you. I stood there stunned, wondering if I was hallucinating from excessive grief. Then more messages appeared. It's one thing for the in-laws to blame him, but even his own parents don't understand. It was clearly Liam and Sophia having an affair, but they were afraid of being criticized by society, so they staged this whole thing. Now Ethan is taking all the blame. I was shocked for 3 seconds, but it only took me 3 minutes to accept this reality. Then I numbly handled the funeral arrangements for Sophia and Liam and had both of them officially declared dead. The moment I finished these tasks, my mother-in-law called. Ethan, get over here right now. Something terrible has happened to your father and me. I quickly hid the death certificates, then rushed to my in-law's house. When I entered, I found both my father-in-law and mother-in-law lying in bed. My mother-in-law immediately started crying when she saw me. She shakily handed me 2 diagnosis certificates. The word paralyzed was particularly glaring. Ethan, your father and I can't accept the fact that Sophia is gone. We're so grief-stricken that we've lost all bodily function. From now on, we'll have to rely on you to take care of us. At that moment, more messages flooded my vision. These 2 old bastards are healthier than I am, yet they're pretending to be paralyzed to make Ethan serve them. Ethan has to feed them, bathe them, and handle their excrement and urine every day. They curse at him daily, calling him a walking disaster and saying he's not taking good enough care of them. Ethan collapsed from exhaustion several times. The baby had no one to care for him and nearly died. It would have been better if that ungrateful brat had died. Otherwise, Ethan had to work 3 jobs to support him and serve these 2 old bastards, and he ended up dying of overwork while delivering food. My father-in-law shouted impatiently, "Your mother is talking to you. Did you hear her or not? My daughter died because of you, and now we're like this. You have to take responsibility." The messages kept floating. Ethan, please don't feel guilty. It's not your fault. Give the baby to these 2 old bastards and run. Sophia still has a company and 2 villas under her name. After she faked her death, her parents secretly inherited everything and didn't give Ethan a single penny. Seeing all this, I took a deep breath. Mom, Dad, don't worry. I'll definitely take good care of you. My father-in-law demanded, go make dinner right now, and when you're done, clean the whole house. Don't even think about being lazy and ordering takeout. I don't eat takeout. My mother-in-law chimed in. After dinner, First give us both a sponge bath, then do the housework. Oh, and wash our dirty clothes too. I looked at them coldly. The baby seems a bit unwell. I'm going to take him to the hospital for a checkup first. My father-in-law got agitated. The kid is 7 months old. What could be wrong with him? I think you just don't want to take care of us. My mother-in-law added, Ethan, if you won't take care of us, I'll start a live stream and let the internet drown you in criticism. Mom, Dad, I won't abandon you. I'll come back right after I get the baby checked. You wouldn't want anything to happen to Sophia's child, would you? Without waiting for their agreement, I left immediately. Then I headed straight to the electronics market and bought 2 hidden cameras. Messages flooded past frantically. Oh my God, Ethan is waking up. He's starting to suspect these 2 old bastards. Ethan, hurry home. The property deeds for Sophia's 2 villas are hidden inside the big teddy bear at home. If you don't get them now, those 2 old bastards will take them. I rushed home and immediately spotted the human-sized teddy bear in the living room. It was a gift I'd given Sophia when she found out she was pregnant. I quickly unzipped the back of the bear and reached inside, feeling around for a long time until I finally touched 2 property deeds. After getting the 2 deeds, my heart pounded wildly. Both villas were in excellent locations with great square footage, worth over $20 million combined. Ethan cried every day because he couldn't pay his son's $200 school fee. He wouldn't even buy himself a bun to eat and fainted from hunger. But that bitch had this much money and didn't leave any of it for her husband and child. She deserves to die. Sophia and Liam are having a great time at a hot spring resort abroad right now. I pulled out my phone and called a realtor. Hello, real estate sales? I want to sell some property. Right after I listed the 2 villas with the agency, my mother-in-law called again. Ethan, it's getting dark. Why aren't you back yet? Your father and I can't take care of ourselves. Get back here and serve us. I'm coming back now. I returned home with the 2 hidden cameras. When my in-laws heard me opening the door, they immediately went back to lie in bed. This gave me the perfect opportunity to install the camera in the living room. My father-in-law shouted, Hurry up and make dinner. Are you trying to starve us to death? I quickly responded and went to the kitchen to cook. After I finished, I brought the food into the room and struggled to help both of them sit up. My mother-in-law told me to feed her. Just as I brought the spoon to her mouth, she shrieked, Are you trying to scald me to death? She flung her hand out and knocked the bowl over, spilling food all over my head and face. The floor was covered in soup. As I cleaned it up, I took the opportunity to install the hidden camera in the bedroom. My father-in-law tapped his fork against the plate. This dish is too salty. This one has too much oil. Pay attention next time. And when we eat, there must be both meat and vegetables for dishes and a soup. You're serving us with these 2 lousy vegetable dishes? Have you no conscience? My mother-in-law huffed. Don't think you're being wronged. My daughter died because of you. Everything you're doing now is atonement. Hurry up and clean up the dishes, then wash the sheets and clothes. Mop the floor too. There's still a pile of work to be done. I obediently replied, Mom, Dad, I'll try my best to satisfy you. After they finished eating, I was cleaning up in the living room. Suddenly I heard my father-in-law shout, Ethan, get in here. I need to take a dump. I dropped the mop and ran in immediately, but it was too late. A foul stench filled the bedroom. Ethan, can't you move faster? I've already soiled my pants. Clean me up right now. I suppressed my anger and maintained my patience. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm trying to take care of both of you while looking after the baby. I got here as fast as I could. So you're blaming me for not being able to hold it in. He grabbed the cup from the nightstand and threw it hard at me. The cup hit me right in the forehead. Blood instantly streamed down my face. What are you standing there for? Hurry up and clean this mess. A little cut on your head won't kill you. I swallowed my rage and cleaned up the disgusting mess while fighting my nausea. My mother-in-law called from the room, Wash your father's pants and sheets by hand. Don't use the washing machine. It's unsanitary. By the time I finally finished cleaning up, the moment my butt touched the sofa, my mother-in-law spoke up. Ethan, it's so late. You should head home now. Your father and I need to rest. Come back early tomorrow. My in-laws' house had 2 bedrooms, but they clearly had no intention of letting me stay overnight. I opened the door and left. The messages started floating before my eyes again. These 2 old bastards deliberately soiled themselves to disgust Ethan. It's so late, and they still won't let him stay. They're just tormenting him. There are no buses running at this hour. If Ethan wants to get home, he has to take a cab. But to save money, Ethan chose to walk home carrying the baby. It took him 2 hours to get there. Later, Ethan bought a little electric scooter to deliver food and get around, but these 2 old bastards deliberately punctured the tires. Marrying into their family was 8 generations of bad luck for Ethan. These 2 old devils clearly knew Sophia wasn't dead, yet they deliberately tortured Ethan. They're not even human. Why don't they just die? I sneered coldly. You 2 old bastards, go ahead and be arrogant. Everything you're doing now will come back like a boomerang and stab you right in the back. The next morning at 4 o'clock, my mother-in-law called again. Ethan, are you here yet? Your father and I are waiting for you to handle our bathroom needs. Hurry up and get here. If we can't hold it and soil the bed, don't blame us. I used my phone to connect to the surveillance cameras at their house. Both of them were wandering around the living room, not looking paralyzed at all. No choice. For now, I still had to play along with their act. I served my in-laws tirelessly for a week. Finally, that afternoon, I received news that buyers had been found for the villas. Taking advantage of the 2 old bastards' afternoon nap, I snuck out to meet the buyers. I had already priced the villas below market value, so the transaction went smoothly. The moment I received the $20 million payment, my anxious heart finally settled. That afternoon, my in-laws called my phone over a dozen times. I just turned it off. When I went back that evening, I brought someone with me. As soon as I entered, I heard the sound of things being smashed. You worthless man. Where did you go? Why did you turn off your phone? Do you know what kind of afternoon your father and I had? Of course I knew. Those 2 had a wonderful time. They ordered takeout and watched TV. It was all recorded by the surveillance cameras. Mom, Dad, this is the live-in caregiver I found for you. From now on, Mrs. Miller will take care of you full-time. My father-in-law immediately threw a fit. No way. How can an outsider take care of us properly? We don't want a stranger. We want you to take care of us. My mother-in-law cried, Ethan, my daughter died because of you, and now you don't want to take care of us old folks. You have no conscience. How did our Anderson family end up with a curse like you? Mom, Dad, these past few days taking care of you have made my heart feel really uncomfortable, and the baby caught a cold. If you insist that I take care of you, I'll have no choice but to send the baby away and let someone else care for him. My father-in-law wouldn't give in. Nonsense. Back in our day, which man didn't have to take care of kids and elderly parents at the same time? I never saw their kids have problems. I think you just don't want to take care of us, and you're making excuses. That's right. You're absolutely right, honey. The kid is 7 months old. A little illness won't matter. Mom, Dad, no matter what you say, this child is what Sophia left behind, and he's my life. I have to protect him. With that, I turned and walked away, not looking back no matter how much they called after me. That night, the full-time caregiver I hired called me. Mr. Morgan, your in-laws are forcing me to leave. They said if I don't go, they'll bite their tongues and kill themselves. Don't worry, they're not willing to die. Just do your job well. If they give you trouble, please bear with them. I'll pay you triple the salary. These 2 old bastards were determined to drive away the caregiver, because with her there, they'd have to keep pretending to be paralyzed. If I was taking care of them after I left at night, they could still get up and move around. Well, now they could just lie there. I went and got a paternity test done. Sure enough, the child wasn't mine. I sent him to an orphanage. After that, I rushed to the company under Sophia's name and called a board meeting in my capacity as Sophia's husband. Distinguished shareholders, I am Ethan Morgan, Sophia's legal husband. I will inherit all of her shares. If I majored in finance at Princeton, I believe we can all work together pleasantly in the future. Sophia's right-hand woman immediately objected. As far as I know, Ms. Anderson still has parents. How can you inherit all of her equity? I pulled out my in-laws' paralysis certificates. My father-in-law and mother-in-law have lost full capacity for civil conduct. If we hand the company over to them, how can it continue operating? Besides, I'm a top graduate from Princeton, while my in-laws only have middle school educations. It's very clear who should inherit the company. The confidant still objected. What do you mean they've lost capacity? That's just your one-sided claim. I directly projected the surveillance footage from home onto the screen. In the video, I was tirelessly serving 2 disabled elderly people, dutifully and responsibly. The confidant's face turned green. In the end, I gained the support of more than half the shareholders and obtained all of Sophia's shares. Then I went to every bank to check if there were any other bank cards under her name. Wherever I found one, I directly presented the death certificate and marriage certificate, transferred all the money in her cards to my account, then canceled her cards. After completing this whole process, my account had grown by another $30 million. Thinking about the expression on Sophia's face when she tried to use her cards abroad and discovered they'd all been canceled made me laugh out loud.